In a valley shadowed by hunger, where fields lay fallow and hope had worn thin, a boy named Jack made a desperate trade. His last cow for a handful of beans. That night, under a sliver of moon, a colossal beanstalk erupted from the earth, a spiraling green staircase into the unknown heavens. With nothing left to lose, Jack began to climb. He ascended through blankets of cloud, the world he knew shrinking into a distant memory, until he arrived at a land above the sky, where a castle of shimmering pearls stood silent and imposing. He entered the gates, a tiny figure in a hall of giants, and there he was, a being whose sheer scale was breathtaking, yet whose eyes held the calm of ancient forests. Jack froze, expecting a roar, a threat. Instead, the giant's voice was a gentle rumble, like distant, rolling thunder. "You are a long way from home, little one. Tell me, what is it that you seek with such determination? Is it gold jewels? The treasures men dream of?" Trembling, Jack found his voice, a mere whisper in the cavernous space. "Food, sir. My mother is hungry. Our village is starving." The giant's expression softened. He saw not a thief, but a son. "Ah," he sighed, "a noble cause. The nourishment you seek is here, but it is not the kind you can carry in a sack. It is the kind you carry in your heart. Come." He led Jack to a celestial garden, where plants pulsed with soft light. He gestured to a tightly closed bud, no bigger than Jack's fist. "The first lesson is patience. This bud holds a star inside, but it will not be rushed. The universe has its own rhythm, its own perfect timing. To fight, it is to create only frustration." Jack shifted his feet. "But, sir, my people don't have time. We need help now." The giant placed a hand as large as a boulder on his shoulder, its touch surprisingly gentle. "Haste is born of panic, my boy. Patience is born of trust. Watch." And as if hearing him, the bud began to unfurl, petal by glowing petal, releasing a soft, warm light that filled Jack with a profound sense of peace. Later, as they sat in the great hall, the air grew cold. Illusory winds howled, and phantom lightning cracked across the high ceilings. Jack cried out in fear, ready to run. "Hold," the giant commanded, his voice a steady anchor in the phantom storm. "Look closely at your fear. It feels real, does it not? It screams of danger, but the storm is only a shadow. Your fear is the true tempest. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the wisdom to see it for what it is, a feeling, not a fact. Breathe through it." Jack took a shaky breath, then another. He looked past the raging illusion and met the giant's calm gaze. And as his heart stilled, the storm dissolved into nothing. Finally, the giant brought Jack to a quiet grove where a magnificent goose with feathers of shimmering gold rested by a crystal-clear pond. "This is my greatest treasure," the giant said softly. "Not for the eggs she lays, but for the life she holds. Many have come here before you, their eyes filled with greed. They saw her only as an object to be taken. But to take is to create an ending. To care," he said, gesturing for Jack to offer the goose a handful of glowing seeds, "is to create a beginning. True wealth, Jack, is not what you possess, but what you nurture. It is the joy of responsibility, of fostering life rather than claiming it." Jack descended the beanstalk, not with a stolen goose, but with 3 precious seeds of wisdom. He returned to his village not as a thief who had found riches, but as a leader who could create them. He taught his people the patience to plant and wait for the harvest, the courage to face their fears of scarcity together, and the responsibility to care for their land and one another. The valley, once barren, bloomed again, nourished not by magic gold, but by the enduring wisdom that true growth comes from learning, not from taking.